Bucks are committed to a safe and enjoyable sports experience. We therefore ask you to refrain from any disruptive behaviors such as touching throwing objects, using the proper language and gestures, entering the court of interrupted play. Spectators engaged in such behavior are subject to ejection and a possible arrest. Please report any violations to these rules to the nearest usher, security, or arena staff member. Thank you, and enjoy the game. And we've got Alex Harvey coming up later on, and our next time game, each and every day, we're going to Milwaukee Bucks power. Helping the sixth man, and here's your Bucks out.
Welcome, everyone, to our 2K Sports broadcast. Tonight's game also serving as part of the NBA Cup. Alongside Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony, I'm Kevin Harlan, and we'll be checking in with Allie LaForest from the sideline moments from now. Let's check out Chicago's starting lineup. They've got Vucevic, Buzelis out there with Dosunmu. Then it's Josh Giddey, and it's Terry in at the shooting guard. And for the Bucks, the small and power forwards are Kuzma and Antetokounmpo. MP out there with Cole Anthony. And it's Portis in at the 5, down low. Clark, so many games left on the schedule. We are only scratching the surface of this season.
Yeah, you know, these first handful of games have been a lot of fun, though. But you're exactly right. I mean, there's a ton of season left to go, and the standings are going to be pretty fluid until we get further along in the season.
Now here's Anthony. Pass to Giannis. MP outside. Carries it from three-point range. Money's got the first 3 points tonight for the Bucks.
Hey, everybody's got a three-shot now. MP's is looking really nice.
Buzelis drills the three-pointer.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
And Anthony's got the ball here for the Bucks. MP finds Portis. Kuzma outside. The three from MP. And the Bucks hit again from deep.
MP nailing the compact triple. You kind of love that guy's competitive spirit.
And we've got our 2K insider, Shams Charania, on the line. Shams, what's the story?
Well, there was a bit of uncertainty over the summer about whether the Bulls would stick with Billy Donovan or not. He also received some interest from the Knicks, but that was cleared up when the organization chose to extend him on a multi-year deal. It cements his role with the team as they continue to build. Guys, the Bulls have committed to Billy Donovan for the long haul.
He knows his stuff. Hey, Shams, thank you very much.
And not a guy who takes a ton of threes, but Giddey can knock them down if you let him.
Here's MP, and MP throws it down.
Yeah, I love the communication and the chemistry between those teammates.
Bulls have gotten their first 3 shots to go in for to start off this game. Giddey sets the pick for Buzelis. There's the 3. Rebounded by Anthony.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
Antetokounmpo. That's a 2-pointer. Chicago grabs the miss.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
And that's a foul. It's called on Cole Anthony. That's his first foul. And just under 2.5 minutes elapsed here in the first. Giddey surveying the D. Shot clock at 6. Terry the pass to Vucevic. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. And when you think about the greatest players, Clark, in Bucks history, it comes down to Kareem Abdul-Jabbar and Giannis Antetokounmpo.
Yeah, I think that's where the list probably starts and ends. I mean, both of those guys led the Bucks to championship seasons and multiple MVP awards as well. But it's hard for me to say this, but maybe Giannis has a slight edge over Kareem. He's the all-time leader in points, rebounds, assists, and blocks for the Bucks.
And here is Dosunmu following the 3-pointer by MP. Dosunmu's shot is off. A wide open look here for Kuzma. Portis on the follow.
Hard to exceed Portis' level of energy. I mean, he just doesn't seem to ever stop.
Here's Terry. 9 points last game. Vucevic setting the pick for Terry. Pass to Vucevic. Three-pointer. Bangs home the trifecta. Vucevic has got 5 now.
Just look at what a sniper he is from long range. He's got such an unusual skill for a big fella.
Outside Portis. Now here's MP. Lets the 3 fly. Good, and the assist goes to Giannis. He's got 14.
Boy, they need to ride him as far as he can take him because he is pedal to the metal right now.
Right now, let's take a second to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sidelines.
Hey, team. Giannis Antetokounmpo is unlocking a new aspect of his game. He said, quote, "I never initiate my offense from the high post, but Doc told me that you can be very effective there. It's hard for people to show a crowd, and you're one step closer to the basket. I plan to stay there for the rest of my career." Kevin, back to you.
Clearly a new wrinkle. All right, Allie, as always, we thank you. And here is Giddey, following Kyle Kuzma's 3. Good ball movement here by the Bulls. Giddey against Anthony. 6 on the shot clock. And it's Vucevic missing.
You know what, though? Sometimes you can be too open. I think it may have surprised him, and that's why he missed.
3-second difference between shot clock and game. And that one's good. MP.
What an incredible game so far for MP. He's showing no signs of slowing down.
Terry with a screen on Anthony. Out to the wing. Here's Vucevic. Off target with the fadeaway. And so it's Milwaukee, bringing the quarter to a close with a 7-point lead. Their lead is where it is because they've gotten good shots. A lot of good shots. We'll return shortly. And thanks again for tuning. Came out, and the Bucks with some changes. Antetokounmpo's checked in for Smith. Money comes in for Taurean Prince. And Anthony subbed in for Porter. Chicago also making some changes. Ayo Dosunmu is checked in for Okoro. Terry comes in for Kevin Huerter. And Josh Giddey subbed in for Jones. So for Chicago right now, Jalen Smith is out there with Zach Collins. Then it's Terry. Then it's Dosunmu. And it's Giddey in at the point. MP kicks to Antetokounmpo, and the jam by Antetokounmpo.
How about the flash by Antetokounmpo? I mean, just an insanely talented athlete who loves to punish that rim.
And a good-looking view of that throwdown from the AT&T Connected Cam. And it's the Bulls with the ball, following the bucket by the Bucks. There's the screen. Here's Dosunmu. Here's Giddey. Sinks the three-pointer. Giddey's got it back down to a single-digit deficit for Chicago.
And I know Giddey would rather shoot threes straight on, but being versatile makes him even more effective.
MP converting the tough bucket.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
If it's working, keep working it. That's what I say. Keep the pressure on.
Terry with a screen on Trent. Dosunmu finds Giddey. The 3, and the Bulls another 3.
Well, the defense not doing a good job at all of getting after him. They've got to crowd him and make it tough for him. That's his second this quarter.
Greg, we have another up-and-comer from down under, Josh Giddey.
I mean, a lot of young talent coming to the NBA by way of Australia. The great skill development programs showing in Giddey, who stands 6'8", but plays like a small point guard.
Here's Dosunmu, following the basket by MP. And a miss there on the triple. 1:53 left to play here in the second quarter. Puts up a deep 3. Collins grabs the miss.
And after that great first quarter from three-point range, he has finally come back to earth.
A good finish at the rack off the slick feed. Collins has got his second bucket.
Really, the defense is helpless to stop a layup right there. Just too much of an advantage in terms of the mismatch.
Bobby Portis is checked in for Milwaukee. Kyle Kuzma comes in for Gary Trent. Then for the Bulls, Vucevic comes in for Collins. And Buzelis subbed in for Jalen Smith. Now here's Kuzma. Money. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
First personal foul.
And Greg, the Bulls have said they're leaning towards building with depth, saying that star teams are more vulnerable to injuries.
Well, they don't yet have a bona fide big-time star on this roster, so if you ask me, that might be a case of sour grapes.
Well, I love MP's mindset. His approach to the game mentally is really impressive. I mean, guys always are chirping at him, but he maintains his composure and doesn't get rattled at all.
Here's Giddey. The shot's good on the assist by Vucevic. Giddey's got 8 points in the quarter.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
It's stolen by Vucevic. On the wing, Giddey. Covered by Anthony. And Giddey gets it to go.
And they've had assists now on their last 3 baskets.
Pass to Money. MP with the easy bucket inside.
A great sign for MP in his career, the ability to convert in traffic.
Terry finds Vucevic. Here's Giddey. It's good again, and an excellent 7 for 8 shooting night so far.
He's been excellent in this period. Even though they're down, he's keeping them close.
The shot and game clock separated by 4. Kicks it out to MP. And it falls over the rim and in. MP's got 27 points.
Wow, unconscious has he been this quarter. They're riding that hot hand.
Pass to Buzelis. Here's Vucevic, defended by Portis.
Guys, that's just really unstoppable. He poses a ton of matchup problems for whomever he's facing.
That'll do it for the first half. Bucks lead by 6. We've got more in store for you right after this.
Chicago. 37.
Welcome in for halftime. And what's on tap, you ask? I can answer that. So far, it's been a nice outing for the Milwaukee Bucks.
Their bench has been strong. Guys coming in, accepting their roles, playing well in the minutes they're getting.
I'll take your word on this one, Kenny. You're the backup expert.
Ooh, it's time to bring out those power rankings. Steve's gotten off to a good start this season.
When I look at the Bucks, they're no joke. They've been the class of the division, and I think this is just the floor for them.
I just want to see them sustain it. Not for a week, not for a month, for the entire year.
Sustain.
Thanks for joining us. Now let's toss it to Kevin Harlan for the start of the second half.
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. You look at MP in this one, he's been everywhere.
No problems fighting his way to the rim in this one. A lot of points in close.
Yeah, you know what, guys? They gave him too many free runs to the hoop in the first half. I think they've got to be a lot tougher on him, body him up, be physical with him.
Clark, we see more coaches nowadays keeping a cool-headed, calm demeanor on the sideline.
And Kevin, I love it. I mean, you don't have to yell and scream to get your point across, and every coach has to coach according to his personality, but I do like the fact that we see more coaches being mindful of how they coach and recognizing that overly demonstrative behavior doesn't necessarily improve the outcome.
Portis will function as the pivot with Antetokounmpo by his side. Cole Anthony is out there with Money, and it's Kuzma in at the small forward position. That's the group for Milwaukee right now.
Excellent play by MP at the rack. You got to take that risk every now and then.
Here's Dosunmu. Still scoreless. Vucevic a screen on Kuzma. Pass to Vucevic. A 3-ball. Buries the long-range jumper.
Nice setup. Excellent team basketball.
Bucks leading by 3. Inside. Here's Money. Using his athleticism. MP with the play.
Yeah, he's shown terrific control of the pace and the rhythm of this offense.
You know, numbers don't always tell the story, guys, but his assist totals do paint the picture here. I mean, he's got everybody involved.
Vucevic against Portis. 5 to shoot. Vucevic a screen on Kuzma. Dosunmu's shot is off. And so Antetokounmpo will bring it up for Milwaukee. The great Giannis Antetokounmpo, Clark, winning that 2021 title felt like the final hurdle for him.
Yeah, I think it was a capstone achievement. It was the one thing he hadn't done. I mean, he won back-to-back MVPs in his mid-20s. He was already a Defensive Player of the Year award winner, too. The Larry O'Brien Trophy was the last piece in the puzzle of a future Hall of Famer.
And now, let's send it over to our courtside reporter, Allie LaForce.
Thanks a lot, guys. The Chicago Bulls retiring the jersey of hometown hero and former league MVP Derrick Rose. His coach with the Bulls, Tom Thibodeau, said, "The true measure of a man is how he handles adversity, and nobody did it better. He always found a way to rise above, and there's no question in my mind he is a Hall of Fame player." Kevin?
Okay, thank you, Allie. And a chance now to see where teams stand in the early stages of the NBA Cup.
And a lot can still change before we get to the knockout round. But one thing we know at this point, this competition has really added some excitement to the regular season since it started.
Not quite 2.5 minutes played here in the second half. Dosunmu, the pass to Terry. Fires for 3. Dosunmu's shot is off. Milwaukee leading by 7. MP's out. Oh!
MP, a showman for sure. He has truly arrived.
I'd like to thank AT&T for bringing us that spectacular look from their connected cam. Pass to Dosunmu. There's the pick. It's up a 3. Sinks the triple. Dosunmu's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball.
That's the kind of D that you're not going to find success with, guys. They've got to get a hand in the thing.
And so now a timeout called by Doc Rivers. This now will give him a chance to discuss some potential changes. And the Bucks making a change here. Trent's checked in. And Chicago also making a switch. Jones is checked in. There's 1:59 left in the third quarter. Anthony, the pass to Money. And he drives in. Rebound by the Bulls. Now here's Dosunmu. Lets it go from deep. Another 3 for Chicago.
Yeah, those are starting to add up, guys. Of their last 5 baskets, 3 have been tripled.
Anthony, the pass to MP. That one falls coming off Anthony's feet. Anthony's got 4 assists in the game.
He has created some terrific opportunities for himself and really made the most of it.
Now here's Jones. Scoreless thus far. Terry finds Vucevic. And slam dunk by Vucevic.
Too easy for Vucevic. I mean, at his size and with his skill set, I mean, he's a threat down there.
Bucks leading by 4. Pass to Trent. Takes the 3. He can't get that one. Well, Chicago has gotten going here in the second half from outside, nailing 3 of 4 from the arc. Shot by Terry, no good. For Milwaukee, they've gone 6 of 8 on field goal attempts in the third. A 75% clip. And the basket by Money.
And they're really in a good position here, thanks in part to the way he's been able to score the basketball.
Outside, Jones. Vucevic setting the pick for Jones. Pass to Dosunmu. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Jones.
You can't make brain-neutral mistakes like that. I mean, you may get an earful later.
And the Bucks with some changes. Antetokounmpo's checked in for Bobby Portis. A.J. Green comes in for Kyle Kuzma. And Kevin Porter's subbed in for Cole Anthony. So Chicago going with an almost entirely new grouping. Collins checked in for Vucevic. Jalen Smith comes in for Buzella. Kevin Huerter, he's checked in for Dosunmu. And Josh Giddey's subbed in for Terry. And so it's MP making things happen for the Bucks. And it was from three-point range where he did the most damage. He knocked down 3 in that quarter. We come back right after this. How about a look at today's State Farm assist of the game?
And how about the big fella here showing us he's got some point guard skill here with the tremendous setup.
Hey, that was a high-level pass no matter what position it came from. But it does make it stand out a little more when it's made by the big fella.
The fourth quarter has... Substitution here for Milwaukee. Bobby Portis is checked in for A.J. Green. Kyle Kuzma comes in for Gary Trent. Money's checked in for Kevin Porter. And Anthony subbed in for Rollins. So Chicago going with an almost entirely new grouping. Vucevic checked in for Zach Collins. Buzelis comes in for Jalen Smith. Dosunmu, he's checked in for Kevin Huerter. And Terry's subbed in for Jones. Now here's Anthony. And Kuzma with the basket on the assist by Anthony. And the Bucks lead by 9.
That's a dozen straight points coming off the triple.
You know, they're having free reign from beyond the arc. The defense is just not there.
So the Bulls 5 right now. Buzelis out there with Dosunmu. And it's Vucevic. Then it's Terry. And it's Giddey in at the 1.
Their third three-pointer in a row.
Adjustment time for these guys. The defense has to make some adjustment here.
Vucevic puts down the fadeaway J.
If you look at the mid-range area of the court, definitely in Vucevic's game, clearly. He's an outstanding shooting center.
Antetokounmpo outside. MP. Antetokounmpo outside. MP fires. Good, another from 3. Buries his 10th triple of the game.
Unbelievable.
Giddey against Anthony. Vucevic. Strong move off the glass.
Boy, the offensive arsenal of Vucevic, fantastic. When he's rolling like this, watch out.
MP, big time jam. He was ready to receive and deliver.
And the one-hand slam just looks so pretty when it's in his hand and he's the one doing the slam.
Agreed. He is smooth as silk, even on a power finish.
Part of what makes him unique, guys, that combination of power and power.
Now here's Terry. He answers with a dunk of his own.
Yeah, a nice, strong finish on the inside.
But Greg, that's what he does. He's got the dunker mentality.
An absolutely tremendous athlete, able to go up and finish over the biggest of defenders.
And that's his MO. Sometimes he can score more points by himself than the rest of the team.
We've played just over 3.5 minutes now in the fourth quarter. And it's Kuzma with the ball for the Milwaukee Bucks. This is the most they've led by 13 points. Missed on the 3. Not a lot of time left for the Bulls in this one.
And there's no doubt about this one. Playing with a lot of confidence tonight. It's a statement victory for the Bucks.
In the end, they had a better shooting percentage, and that's what made the difference. Sometimes, you know, things go your way. The other team wasn't catching many lucky breaks themselves.
Yeah, and Kevin, not all about luck. I thought their overall shot selection was better.
And with this effort tonight, grabbing their 8th win of the year.
And they'll take the win tonight, setting the tone in the first matchup of this 4-game season series.
And it will be a fight. When you see an opponent that many times, it's inevitable that those games take on a little extra added meaning for the player.
And you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for money.
Every time he shot it, it seemed like it was going to drop in. And if it didn't, everyone was surprised.
Well, this one is winding down now. Milwaukee can watch the clock run out.
Look at MP suddenly catching the defense with their guard down and making them pay.
Three, good. And so they choose to intentionally foul.
Second personal foul. Fifth team foul.
Good on the first, and that makes it a 7-point lead. Second one is good. Being both at the line, it's an 8-point game. Time called here. The Bulls decide to talk it over. They're trailing by 8. Guys, what do you think?
And I don't think they'll be able to climb out of this hole.
You know, maybe working on their 60-second drill, even if it doesn't pay off tonight, maybe for the future.
So the Bucks take the win. And tonight, not just a regular season win, it also counts in the NBA Cup standing.
And if you look at the teams that advance in the Cup, you normally have to win this first game, so they're off to a strong start.
Let's now go courtside and join Jennifer Quintana. Jennifer?
MP, you broke the 60-point barrier. You carried your team to victory. How? After all that, do you have the energy to stand here for an interview?
Wow, this feels good. Listen, Coach always says he makes us practice hard so that we got plenty in the tank when it counts. If they told us, hey, play another 48 right now, I promise you, I'd give them another 60-piece like it was warm-up.
You make it look easy. Well done tonight, MP.
Yeah, it was light work. Thank you.
Back to you, Kevin.
All right, thank you, Jennifer. And that'll wrap it up, folks. Alongside Clark Kellogg, Greg Anthony, and Allie LaForce, I'm Kevin Harlan. And as always, we appreciate you joining us right here tonight on 2K. We'll see you next time. Have a great evening.